All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rekakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and Shalom to the elect that teach his word in all true faith sincerity. And yeah, man, I just want to get into teaching, man. And because when you teach, you got to be very careful about what you say, man. You can't break the scriptures down wrong. Yeah, I mean, everything got to be on point. I mean, the way it says precept upon precept, line upon line. Yeah, I mean, you everything got to be on point. You got to have on the correct breakdowns. Because if you don't, yeah, I mean, that's what's the word I'm looking for? You're gonna have to pay for it, basically, for teaching the wrong thing, because you gotta teach as the scripture have said. Matter of fact, let me get that. The John 7:38. It says, "He that believeth on me, as the scripture have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water." And I ain't just talking about just the New Testament. That's the whole book, man. Because Yahweh is the whole book, man. He come in the volume of the book. Yahweh is the whole book, man. So if you change one thing, you ain't preaching Yahweh no more, man. You serving other. That's another God. Yeah, I mean, if you change one thing, you ain't preaching Yahweh no more, man. I mean, and that's in the law, because that's a heavy payment. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let's see. Let me get that in the law, because you really turning the people to other gods, man. Yeah, I mean, let me see, where is that? Verse 6. This is on Deuteronomy chapter 13 and verse 6. It says, "If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thy own soul," and that's talking about everybody, man. Yeah, I mean, Most High Yahweh Shai ain't leave no one out. Yeah, I mean, it says, "Entice thee secretly, saying, Let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers." And yeah, that's what they do, man. And they're talking about, bigger scale is, pastor pork chops. Niggas trying to convert people to Islam or go to Buddhism. Yeah, I mean, well, even other circumcised, man, that all Edomites can make it. Yeah, I mean, there are no chariots, so-called UFOs. You want to say it like that? Well, you enticing Israel to go serve other gods, man. Yeah, I mean, it said, "Name of the gods of the people which are round about you, not unto thee or far from thee, from the one end of the earth even to the other end of the earth." So yeah, man, that's a that's a what you want to call that? Man, I ain't got the word for it, Akim, but you don't supposed to do that, man. You supposed to go as the scripture have said, because it's all about what you speak, man, what you teach, man. And one thing off, you change the whole thing up, man. Because Yahweh Shemel Shah ain't nothing to play with, man. The Lord said he gonna deal with all the way the Edomites. He gonna do do away with all the Edomites, man. Yeah, I mean, and they can lead to other things, man. Just that right there, right? Let's just say this. Just say the Lord, he gonna save all the Edomites. Even though the Edomites, I mean, they promote adultery, they promote being a faggot, anything that pleases the flesh. Yeah, I mean, they set themselves up as the Most High, all that. So if you believe that the Lord gonna take the Edomites, I mean, say the Edomites, that means you free to do whatever the fuck you want, cause that's what Esau do, man. You see how, I mean? Cause Jake think like that, man. You know, that's why you gotta be careful, man, what you preach, man. You gotta be stay on the scriptures, man. That's why the prophet say, "Thus saith the Lord." Yeah, I mean, this words that Yahweh Shemel Shah, not of our own. Yeah, I mean, feelings, man. Let me keep going to verse 8. It says, "Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor art hearken unto him, neither shall thine eye pity him, neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him." So that means don't hearken unto it, man. Stay away from his poison. You know what I mean? It said, "But thou shalt surely kill him, thy hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all the people." And you see that now, man. And now I'm gonna go and talk about the circumcised now. To know they of Israel. You know what I mean? Because you see a brother, they might see a video IUIC, yeah, I mean, ISBK. They the first one to throw the stone at him, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep going on. Matter of fact, it says, "And thou shalt stone him with stones that he died, because he sought to thrust thee away from the Lord thy power, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage." And yeah, that's what we do. That stone is Yahweh Shai, man. We cut him with the scriptures. They said kill him, but everything is spiritual now, man. Everything is spiritual now, man. Yeah, I mean, so it said kill him in the hands of, and afterwards the hands of all the people. You see brothers doing response videos, adding precepts to, you know what I mean? That's the after the people, man. They throwing the stones too, but it's the scriptures, man. That's a heavy cause it's gonna turn physically. You know, that's why you gotta tiptoe when you come down to prison. You gotta be you gotta know what you're talking about. You know, matter of fact, see, cause that was really the point I want to make, man, because that's heavy judgment. You gotta really be careful what you say, man. When it comes down to these scriptures, this is Matthew 15:11, "Not that which goeth into the mouth defileth a man, but that which cometh out of the mouth, this defileth a man." Yeah, because what you say. Matter of fact, I got the scripture to back that up, man. It's gonna say about her. It's Matthew chapter 12 and 37, I believe. Matter of fact, let's see. I'm gonna start at 36. It says, Matthew 12:36. It says, "But I say unto you that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned." And yeah, man, you're gonna be condemned if you're not preaching the gospel, man. As the scriptures have said. I mean, that's the thing. You gotta really know what you're talking about, man. You know what I mean? See how people, want to be teachers all of a sudden. They want to get the spotlight, but when it's on them, they fold. What a Lord, he going to the parable of the talents. He gave them certain talents according to their ability, man. What I look like giving a 10-year-old keys to a Lambo? It's gonna run away from him. You know what I mean? So you gotta be careful, man, and stick with your talents. You know what I mean? Of course, you're gonna gain more talents, but you gotta stay in your lot, man. You gotta, you know what I mean? If you're a teacher, you already know what you gotta do. You know what I mean? Really, you know what you gotta do. But when it comes down to these scriptures, man, you gotta be careful of what you say. Matter of fact, I'm going to read this again. It says on Matthew 12:37, "For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned." So yeah, man, that's the main point. If you speaking Yahweh side, you straight. But if it's not as the scripture have said, you're gonna be condemned, man. You're gonna have to answer that in the day of judgment, man. But yeah, Akia, man, I hope that was edifying, man. Until the next time, I just want to say shalom.